Neo అందిస్తోంది MBBS plus PG degree abroad options with low cost fees.
How come like when you sing a song, nobody can imagine the voice when it comes out, oh, he's a Telugu guy, he's a Tamil guy.
చూపే బంగారమాయనే శ్రీవల్లి మాటే మాణిక్యమాయనే. A. Rahman sir's songs have been a fixture in my life since I was a kid.
Do you still remember when somebody tells you that when you were 3 years you will start singing? How you take that?
నీ కలని పట్టుకు వదలననివి చూడే నా కళ్ళు ఆ చూపులనలా తొక్కుకు వెళ్ళకు దయలేదా అసలు.
How's your relationship with the mom? Like he's a guru also.
Yes.
And she's your mother also.
Yes.
How it goes well?
Obviously as a child I didn't like that and I wanted to go wrong.
Are you like a naughty or like a free?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
of course you are.
Yeah, I was running around always up to
Naughty guy.
mischief, yeah.
So I mean people are fan of you. What is your fan moment? I wanted to know.
After the audio launch for Pushpa, Allu Arjun garu, that was a big moment. Undi porade, gunde nidele, hattu korade, gunde ke nanne.
Today I have a special guest who don't need any kind of introduction. If I just name his Sid Sriram, I think you don't need any kind of introduction. The songs are wonderful. Compliments have been always given to you. I think you're used to it, right?
It's always an honor. Thank you so much.
So people when come to you and they ask you for selfies or I was just watching it, they give you a compliment. How you take it?
It's humbling. You know, I've been in the industry now for about 10 years.
Yes.
And I think what keeps me going and the thing that gives me energy is the love that people shower and the, not necessarily the compliments, but the positive energy. So I'm always humbled by it. It's always very inspiring to hear that.
So you most of the time you were in like US, you know, your studies and your culture, everything. How come like when you sing a song, nobody can imagine the voice when it comes out, oh, he's a Telugu guy, he's a Tamil guy, he's a North Indian, you know, the voice is like wonderful. How you discovered yourself that yes, you can sing in other languages of India and you can do justification of that.
Sure. So I grew up learning Carnatic music
Yes.
from my mother. So in Carnatic music, all these languages are there. Telugu is in so many Tyagaraja Kirtanas, and then Tamil obviously is my mother tongue.
Yes.
And then Sanskrit. So these languages have been a part of my consciousness from a young age. But then once I got into the industry in 2012, that's when I really got, especially with Telugu, that's when I really got to dive into it more, understand the intricacies. My first pure Telugu song was Adiga Adiga.
Yes.
So from that point, it's been a journey of really understanding the phonetics of the language and I guess respecting it and admiring it and taking it on as a lifelong journey.
So in college days, do you sing like, you know, what kind of songs you do you remember still one at that stage of time, your college days, if you go back to your college days?
Sure. So in college, I was singing lots of English songs. I was studying in Boston at Berklee College of Music, so I was writing a lot of my music songs, and then also lots of Carnatic practice. A. Rahman sir's songs have been a kind of a fixture in my life since I was a kid.
Okay.
So I would always hum his tunes. Again, not really sing the lyrics as much, but the melodies. But then once I got into the industry, which was at the end of I studied college from 2008 to 2012. That's when I graduated. So from 2012 onwards, that's when I really started paying attention more. Again, like I said, the melodies have always been a part of my life, but then the lyric and the songs as a whole, I kind of started diving in.
You bond with the music. I think when you were 3 years, you sang something like, you know, you start singing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a God blessing, or I think in the blood the music is there.
Sure.
So do you still remember when somebody tells you that when you were 3 years, you will start singing? How you take that?
There's little videos here and there. So when I
Okay.
watch that, I can see like similar mannerisms.
Okay, they have the videos when you were 3 years
like
and you were
VHS
singing.
tapes, yeah. So
Okay.
my first time singing on stage was when I was 3. It was a Carnatic song, and my mother, she has a Carnatic music school in San Francisco.
Okay.
So that started in 92. We moved to the States in 91. I was born in Chennai. And then 93, I started kind of singing, and I insisted on going on stage. And from that point, it's been no looking
Who
back.
pushed you on the like you've
I
gone
really
to your
wanted to
you
do it. So-
it's internal, nobody pushed you.
Well, my parents understood and realized that I had this gift for music early on. But her students were singing in that concert in '93, And then I insisted that I also wanted to sing. My sister was also singing. So since she was doing it, I wanted to do it. And I think they thought I'd get nervous or something, but I loved it from the moment. And again, this is mostly stories I hear.
Yes.
I obviously don't remember what it was like when I was 3. But I know, seeing how I felt, like I think my earliest memory of singing was when 5 or 6 years old.
Okay, you remember that. You must
Somewhat.
be singing. Yeah,
I
okay.
have like some recollection of that. So I remember the feeling of not only singing on stage, but practicing at home, and that deep resonance spiritually with music. So once I felt that, it was like an addiction. I had to like have it in my life.
So there is a one song of your life that first time you sang and you just remember it whole of your life.
Yeah.
Hindi or like any Telugu or Tamil or...
For me, it was definitely a Carnatic song.
Okay.
There's one...
You remember still? What's your age right now? 33,
now I'm
right?
33. I remember
So
from
we
when I
are
was,
going
like,
back to your... So we are going totally back, in
Yeah,
your childhood.
There's one Tyagaraja Kirtana. Vidajala durana manasu vinara. That's the first one that I kind of remember that I was...
That at what age you sang, right?
That was like 7.
Great.
6 or 7, like around there. That's when
Great.
my mom taught it to me. And then, so that's the first one I remember. My grandfather, who my mom's father, was also one of my gurus, both my mom and him. And I remember he was he's the one that taught that song to me. He was very happy when I would sing it. So I have some fond memories of that.
Great, great. And how's your relationship with the mom? Like, he's a guru also.
Yes.
And she's your mother also. So mother and guru combination.
Yeah.
How it goes well.
Well, younger age, she was super strict.
Yeah.
Very strict, and I'm glad both
She
my
used to
parents.
slap you?
No, none of that.
You had slaps?
No, but she would tell me, like, what she would do is I would sing. If I made a mistake, then I'd have to sing the lesson from the beginning again.
Okay.
Over and over and over. And as a kid, I
She
didn't
was a
have-
strict mom.
Super strict, both of them. My parents were, again, so what they realized is that I had the gift.
Yes.
So they said, okay, if you have the gift, you have to make the most of it. So they were strict with me from a young age in terms of practicing. Obviously, as a child, I didn't like that, and I wanted to go run around and do what kids normally do.
Are you like a naughty or like a free?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
of
yeah.
course you are.
Yeah, I was running around, always up to
Naughty
no
guy.
good, mischief, yeah.
Okay.
But then once I got a little bit older, probably around like 18, 19,
Yes.
at that time I realized, okay, they instilled this discipline in me, and it can go a long way. So that's when I started really rigorously practicing on my own without my parents pushing me or anything. I was like, okay, this is something I'm very passionate about. And I, again, understood that I had something within myself for it. So I really started rigorously practicing daily.
So
around
if
that
not
age.
a singer, I think you're nothing. You never had a plans, okay, I want to become this or this.
Nothing else.
You were very clear on your 18 or 19 that I want to be a singer.
I was clear before that. I was clear, I think subconsciously I was clear by the time I was 10 that this is what I was going to do. I went to a pretty rigorous like schooling system in California. So, I mean, I did other academic stuff, but none of that stuff ever interested me. But music was always like a deep, I would have moments of just like this deep connection with it. So I knew that. Then I found Berklee College of Music in Boston existed when I was like in 9th or 10th grade. Once I realized that this institution was there, then I was like, oh, I can really pursue this as a career, not just as a hobby. And then at that point, it was...
How you entered into this Telugu industry? I want to know who picked you up and what was like.
Sure. So
Yeah.
my first song for films, Indian films, was for the film Kadal or Kadali in Telugu. And that was with A.R. Rahman sir, Maniratnam sir's direction. And the song was Adiye in Tamil and Yadike in Telugu. So that was...
How you met? Like how you got your first break?
So I emailed Rahman sir when I was in, it was 2010.
Okay.
So my friend was interning with him. He gave me his email address because he kept asking.
Okay,
So I
great.
sent him some of the music that I was working on, some YouTube videos. And I didn't really think he'd respond, but he responded. And then about a year and a half later, I got called to sing this song.
Okay.
And what A.R. sir was very, I think, captivated by was my ability to sing Carnatic music and also R&B, soul, blues. And that first song, Adiye Yadike, is like this gospel kind of bluesy kind of song that we haven't really heard in Indian cinema before. So that was my first break. And then from there, it's just been kind of, at first it was slow. After that, my next song was Nuvunte Na Jataka. And then my first, like I said, pure Telugu song was, I think, in around 2014. Maybe actually 16, was Adiga Adiga. And at that point, it was really beautiful to see Telugu audiences really embrace
Yes,
me.
yes.
And then In Came Kavale was the song that really
Yeah,
kind of-
actually it become a big break. I mean, you are a guy like singing in Malayalam, Tamil, Telugu, Marathi also.
Yes.
I love your Marathi songs.
Thank you so much.
I hear that. I mean, any other languages are you trying to experiment, and how you do that?
Yeah, I think languages are just very interesting to me. The meaning is fine, but really the phonetics, the different sounds that you get. For example, Malayalam will have certain phonetics that you don't get in Telugu. That you
So you're
don't
not
get in
scared. Any language you can go about it.
I enjoy doing it. It takes time and work. So, like for example, my Telugu pronunciation from when I started to now, it's gotten way better, right? So those are things that you just have to work at. And I've been blessed with a fan base that really has allowed me to grow. They've given me the space, knowing that I have a unique voice and musically I have a gift. Language-wise, they've given me the space to really improve, refine, and get better over the years. And it's a passion of mine. I really enjoy it.
And you're singing more of you're so busy in Tamil, Telugu. Are you getting time to spend some more time for Bollywood and Hindi movies? People approach you and they love your songs for
Sure.
Telugu. You're famous for that.
Sure.
So have they approached you? Is it like, are you getting some time? I think recently you sang some for Jund movie.
I sang 2
Yes.
songs for Jund, and my only criteria is the song has to really be something that sparks my imagination. Most of the songs I've sung, especially or every song that I've recorded in any language, I can really stand behind it and say I creatively really
Yes,
love this
yes.
song. So for Hindi also, once I get songs that I feel spark my imagination, I'll surely do it.
So when you go out of the countries, like in US, if you do concerts,
Yes.
they mostly, I think they must be asking you for some songs in Telugu now. They have
Oh,
accepted
yes.
this Telugu songs, Tamil song in a bigger, larger way.
Definitely. I think I actually have a tour coming up in September in the US, 6 cities, and that will be primarily Telugu and Tamil songs. And we just had a show in London a couple months ago. That was again both these languages. So the demand is really high. There's a huge population of Indians all over
So
the
you
world.
have already sang so many songs. If somebody tells you, choose your 3 favorite one, is it
Oh.
easy for you?
No.
I
That's
mean,
kind of
everywhere. These 3
impossible.
songs everywhere. Like in your every concert, these 3 songs are
Yeah.
must.
If I'm saying let's take just Telugu, I would say Inkem Kavale is for sure there.
One line. Let's do it like one line.
Inkem Kavale.
I love this song.
Chale idi chale. So that's one.
Okay. Second.
Next is Srivalli. So నిన్ను చూస్తూ ఉంటే కన్ను రెండు తిప్పేస్తావే.
Great.
I'll sing the చూపే బంగారమాయనే శ్రీవల్లి మాటే మాణిక్యమాయనే. That one.
But
And then the third one I would say is probably Samajavargamana. నీ కళ్ళని పట్టుకు వదలననివి చూడే నా కళ్ళు నా చూపులనల్లా తొక్కుకు వెళ్ళకు దయలేదా అసలు.
you know, this last song
Yes.
are enjoyed by kids so much. Do you know that?
Yeah.
You have a kid fans following a lot.
I
I'm
think-
just telling you that
Yeah, the blessing has been that the music
my 4-year
I've done-
girl, she
Yes.
listened Hanuman Chalisa of you.
Oh, that's
she don't want
beautiful.
any other video.
That's
she just
awesome.
go to your YouTube channel, she'll open it and hear your Hanuman Chalisa.
That
So you
makes
have
me
a
very
huge, even others I've heard, like Sid
Sure.
Sriram, wow. So
Yeah.
we always seen that, the fans following come from other target audience, but
Sure.
especially the kids.
Yeah, that makes
They're
me very
loving
happy.
the song. So how you take it? Like you've been actually creating awareness. I've seen some of a video where you were singing with the kids and getting the awareness of the music.
Sure.
So on what high level you wanted that kids should be treated about this our classical music?
I think it's important. I mean, for me, Carnatic music, classical music really kind of has made me who I am. So I feel like I'm an ambassador for the form, and especially if children. And the thing is that's beautiful, my mom's school is still really big, many
Yes.
students are there, so I get to connect or at least see children singing all the time. So especially if the younger generation, kids to teenagers, connect to
Somewhere
what I'm
we are
doing.
missing that. We need that, right?
Sure. Well, I think I wear the responsibility proudly, and
So
I'm very happy about that.
So we can have one school like in Hyderabad or in like India that should come
God-
up
God
where we
willing.
can create awareness.
Sure, God willing.
So your whole life has been into singing and you're so busy. Have you got time for yourself to date or go for romantic dates? With your songs, I know it personally that people have got married.
Sure.
They propose their girlfriends. So
Yeah.
have you gotten an opportunity going for a date or your personal life?
I think for now I've been super busy with music.
All the years I think you're busy.
Yeah, but when the time comes, I'll be ready for it. So
Marriage is on your card.
I would love to get married at some point. Right now, I feel like this last couple years has been some of the busiest times of my life. So I do believe when I have the time to carve out space mentally, emotionally, spiritually for that, it will happen. So we'll see next 2 years. Maybe.
So you go with your friends out and like
See, most of
get
my friends are,
togethers.
most of my friends are my band.
Okay.
So like, so
That-
when we hang out, we're talking about music, we're playing shows. But we just, like I said, we were in London. So when we have an off day, we go check out the city. We go do certain things. And yeah, I make time for myself as well.
Yes.
Socially, I like to spend time with family, friends, or sometimes just by myself to read a book or something like that. I make sure to do that.
So one day is given to you, and I don't know. I mean, when you have taken a break, like since so many years,
been a while.
what you will do? Not the music. In the room, you've been left for a day alone.
Alone?
No music.
Probably watch a movie.
Really? You're
Yeah,
watching?
watch a movie
Okay.
or read I like reading a lot.
Okay.
So I probably do that.
Okay.
Enjoy the silence.
So
But
what
I'll be honest, I can't really be away from music for a whole day. It's
I
hard for
know.
me. So like, in some
That's in
way,
your
shape,
soul.
or form, some way it comes into the day.
So what kind of watch you love watching movies?
I like old movies. I like more like art house kind of like movies that make me think. Those are my favorite. I mean, with my parents, I'll watch commercial films as well. But if I'm left to myself, I like to watch movies that are gonna really get my mind.
So recently, any Telugu movies you loved watching that?
I mean, Pushpa is probably in the last like 4 or 5 years my favorite Telugu
Okay.
film. I've watched that many, like 3-4 times.
3-4 times.
Yeah, I love that.
Okay.
So that one, Geeta Govindam, I watched only recently. I didn't watch
Okay.
it when it came out.
Okay.
So I have some catching up.
Bollywood?
Bollywood, on this flight over here, I flew from the US here. I watched Kal Ho Na Ho again,
Okay.
just like as a repeat. Nothing else as
So, I mean, people are fan of you. What is your fan moment? I wanted to know. Like, you met your role model in your life and you
Yeah.
felt happy.
I
Whom
think
you follow?
Meeting AR sir, meeting AR
Okay.
sir, and him being a mentor, that's one. Meeting Ilayaraja sir, working with him.
All these years,
After the audio launch for Pushpa, Allu Arjun Garu made a post about my singing in the audio launch. That was a big moment for me. I'm a very big fan of his work and admirer of his work. And I spoke with him that evening when he put up the post. That was great. Actually, when we were shooting the video for Kalavati song, which was in Chennai,
Yes.
Kamal Hassan sir was also in the area. So
Okay.
he came to check out the shoot because they were doing a new technology. That was really cool.
Okay.
I've been a huge fan of his for most of my life.
So, any one star you have wanted to give a voice for him? Already, I think all the big...
Kamal sir.
Kamal sir.
I haven't gotten to sing for him just yet. So in Telugu, I've gotten to sing for almost everyone.
Yes. Anybody's left? You would love to?
Megastar Garu, like I haven't gotten to sing for him.
Okay.
So hopefully that will happen.
Okay.
But I'm pretty satisfied. I've gotten the opportunity to sing for many of the heroes that I really love. I'm very glad to again be associating with Vijay Deverakonda.
Yeah.
I think of him as a friend, and again with Kushi singing for him. I mean, every song that I've sung for him has been very special.
So at this stage, when people comes to you, oh, this is a song coming up, it's take time for you to consider it?
Yes.
Are you like...
I always make sure I
Yeah.
listen to it as long as I am...
How much time you take to select a song?
I know pretty immediately.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll listen to it 2 times and then I can say, yes, this is something I definitely want to do.
So I'm in Hindi. Let's come back to Hindi. Like in the future, we can see you more singing for the Hindi song. Are you comfortable with that? And I know Bollywood actor you would love to give a voice for.
So many. I haven't really sung for any Bollywood actor yet, so definitely
Have you
want
met?
to.
Like they have complimented you for your work?
I don't think, no, I haven't really met any Bollywood actor just yet.
Okay.
So I'm sure it'll happen. Again, my only criteria is if the song has to be something I'm really inspired by.
So if Sid 3 lines for yourself, if you have to define, is it difficult?
3 lines.
Yeah, for yourself, because you've been creating the songs.
Yeah.
So 3 lines, if you have to create for yourself, what it will be?
I don't know. I have to think about that. That's okay.
For about you have to
but
think.
for the next interview we will do, I'll come prepared with that.
Okay, because you've been creating a song, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
3 to 4 minutes. So if
Yes.
Sid Sriram have to
Yes.
sing for himself,
Yes.
that's a big challenge. I think you
Definitely
never
a challenge.
imagined, right?
So I'll think about it.
You
and I'll
should
do
give a song to yourself.
Sure.
That's very important.
Sure.
So what message you would like to give to all the viewers and, especially the youngsters who were struggling to get into this board of music?
Yeah, I would say one, be persistent. It takes a lot of work. It's
True.
a daily rigor. And believe in your own unique voice, your own unique music, because imitating other people won't get you anywhere. So really kind of lock into who you are, find out who you are as an individual musically and pursue it and practice every day.
And Sid, I like your style. Like whenever you go to the concert, you're into your way. You don't follow anybody.
Sure.
Is it something, it's your own style?
Yeah, I think that's just how I naturally perform. I've always...
If it look-wise, you work on that, or the dresser-wise, we always...
it's just really kind of what feels good for me.
That's
all.
your definition of style.
Yeah, whatever feels natural and comfortable for me, that's what I do.
So we just want to end up by a song for me.
Is there a
Or
specific...
no. I mean for you. You love, or for kids, you can do something, they love you
Sure.
for this.
I
You want to
will
give a
sing-
message through your song.
I'll sing a little bit of Srivalli if that's okay.
Please,
But let me
you'll
get
do
the
that?
lyrics so I can properly sing the bits that I like.
Something different, you already sang that song,
Something
right?
different?
Yeah.
Okay. How about Adiga Adiga's okay?
Okay.
Adiga Adiga Yadalolaya Nadiga Kadile Kshanama Chaliyedani Nanne Maricha Tana Perune Talicha Madine Adiga Tana Usedani.
Loved it. A
Then-
song for your mom.
From
Hi, ma'am.
She likes this. Which one does she like? She likes Arare Manasal.
Okay.
Ye mannavo yadato telusa premanu kona manasa chudaka munde venake nadiche todokatundi kalisa తెలియదే అడగడం ఎదురై నువ్వే తొరకడం మాయనో ఏమిటో ఏమో అరెరే మనసా ఇదంతా నిజమా ఇకపై మనమే సగము సగమా.
Great. Your future love.
I'll sing a
The
Undi-
quality which you're looking for your love, your future partner.
I'll
Because
sing
it has
Undi
to
Porale.
match with you. It will be like,
Sure. Yeah, I'll sing.
who
Undi-
shall be the lucky one?
We'll
What
see.
kind?
We'll have to wait and see.
You believe in arranged or love marriages? You want to do love or arranged marriage?
I'm not opposed to either one. We'll see what happens first, I guess. If I can't find my own person, then I'm okay with my
But
parents.
right now, nothing is happening in his life. It's just your girlfriend is your music.
Yes. I'll sing Undi Porale.
Okay? That's your wish. Future partner.
Undi Porale Kunde Nidele Hattukorade గుండెకే నన్నే అయ్యో అయ్యో పాదం నేలపై ఆగనన్నది మళ్ళీ మళ్ళీ గాలో మేఘమై తేలుతున్నది అందం అమ్మాయైతే నీలా ఉందా అన్నట్టుందే మోమాటాలే వద్దన్నాయే అడగాలంటే కౌగిలే ఉండిపోరాదే.
Wow, I loved it. So, I mean, I had wonderful time with you. And
Thank you.
I mean, for morning you've been working, and I don't think so. I mean, you are full of power.
Sure.
Some power pack is there. What do you eat?
I haven't
I
eaten
need
lunch
to-
today. I need to go eat lunch now.
You didn't have anything.
No, I'll go eat now.
Chalo, theek hai, thank you. I'll leave you for the lunch. I don't want to, because there's just a first series. We want to do a series with you.
Surely.
So just starting, and thank you
Surely.
so much Sid, for talking to
Thank
us.
you.
Thank you so much. So it was a wonderful chit chat with Sid Sriram. Keep watching iDream. Till then, goodbye.